Yeah. Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Vishal Varia from GG Ahmedabad. And today we have a session on advanced Google Sheets. It's a joint session to an initiative of GG Ahmedabad and GG Agra. And together with me, I'm overjoyed to welcome KK Singh sir, from leader of GG Agra, who is a master in Google Sheets, and he has developed so many of scripts for his own school and for his own colleagues, teachers of his school using Google Sheets. So today we're going to learn from him the advanced aspects of Google Sheets, how he has been using it for ease of work. And over to you, KK sir. I'll just stop my presentation. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
hi. Good
yeah.
evening, everybody. Thank you, Vishal sir. Because we people in our school yeah, are very reluctant using Google Sheets or Excel, but they use Excel very frequently, but use for simple calculations like some conditions or copy and paste. That's all. But they do not use the functions, or you can say the features of Google Sheets, like direct commands, like uh, filter, like import range, the query. And if I show you my sheet, which I have created during the session, I would like to show you here.
Good evening, Renu ma'am. Welcome.
Good evening.
So, sir, if you see this sheet, I have collected the information through the Google form. And through this Google form, I created so many tabs, sheet tabs, like refine details, like this, from this Google form only, or the information collected through this Google form. Other tab, like this, another tab using a pivot table, extra pivot table, register page, my attendance register page, list of class, gender, how many male or female, using this Google sheet on, Google form only. Social categories, different streams, physics, chemistry, bio, informatics practices, physics, chemistry, maths, computer science, physics, chemistry, maths, and biology. Different streams. The social category, how many students are general, how many students are OBC, how many students are SC, male, female, both. Other categories, like since we belong to the army fraternity, so how many are there in civilian category, how many are JCOs, officers, and ORs. Strength, it is asked frequently by the higher ups, and this is inside the school. From this Google form, I have created this also, where you can see number of students belonging to the particular house. So this house list is created using the SQL, or you can say the query. All right. So I think Google Sheet is the backbone of the education system as far as manipulation is concerned. Whether this is result, whether this is office work, admin work, Google Sheets play a very important role. So over here, I would like to tell you how to copy the data from one sheet to another sheet, how to apply the filter, how to apply the VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP basically, I'm first show you how to apply the VLOOKUP in your Google Sheet. So
So,
answer
KK
you.
sir, yeah.
So,
So this all kind of that display you made, right? Different houses or categorized as per the caste, categorization as per the army structure, right? So
Okay.
this has been categorized only from one data set.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
There
and
was
that
only one data set. I floated this Google form and gathered the information from the students, and they shared everything which is required by the system. Then I applied the formula where this is SQL, I mean SQL query, filter. Basically, main the statement which I have used is SQL, structured query language using import range and filter, or copying the data from one sheet to another. Because when you copy the data from one sheet to another, if the people out here if know about the array,
function and a function, yeah.
yeah, array function, or you can say the collection of data which is in the form of the array, where the data it is stored in consecutive memory locations. So blindly you can use the data frequently. Any other questions, sir?
No, no, sir. Please carry on.
Okay. So this time I am going to share another sheet which where I will show you how to use VLOOKUP, how to use if, how to use if error, and ISNA, everything. So here this is the sheet.
You need to display. You need to share. Huh.
Yeah. Right. So here this is a sheet where I have the range of the people or the students, you can say. So this is the range where a number of students are there with marks and grade. And what I want to find out the grade of the people I listed here, like Arun, Rahul, Solanki. So if I use VLOOKUP function is to basically look through the column. If you want to search any item from the selected range, we can use VLOOKUP column wise. So one the condition which is mandatory, I would like to tell you that if this is a range, then you can search or search vertically from the right portion or the right range. Okay, like if I want to search the person, this I want to search in this area, is in this range, then I'll have to give, like, just have a look on this VLOOKUP. Sir, if you see this function or this screen, is it visible, or should I increase or enlarge or magnify it?
It's
Vishal sir?
visible, sir.
All right. VLOOKUP is a function. Then I apply. See, this is the help, the syntax of VLOOKUP. It says search key. So what do you want to search? You will have the key. So over here, I wanted to search this key. So I just clicked this A9. It is Arun here. Then I apply comma. Then it is asking in which range do you want to search this person. So I'll give the range. So this is my range. So A2 to C6 is the range in which I want to search this person Arun, which is in here, which is the first item here, A9. Then put comma again. Which index as output you want? So here I want this column, I mean C column, grade. So the grade column number is 3, 1, 2, and 3. So I'll have to give 3 here. And over here, it is asking whether it is sorted or not. So I say like false. So when I press enter like this, it says not available. Means in this range, this person is not available. So you have the solution how to overcome this solution. I mean this problem. Either you use if error, the function, or you can use ISNA. So over here, to overcome this problem, I am going to use the function if error. All right. So what I do here, before VLOOKUP, I write if error, if error, comma, name is not available in the range. Since this person is not available, so it gives the error. So how to overcome this error? I applied this function if error. So this was the error, definitely NA not available. So to print or to remove this error message from the cell, I used if error. So as soon as I press enter key, it gives name is not available in the range. All right. And when I drag down to the next row, this formula like this, it gives grade A because Rahul Solanki is available here. All right. Hope there is no problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very clear.
Same I'm
Absolutely.
going to apply here, but this time I'll not use if error. I'll use ISNA. ISNA is not available. So this is again a question mark kind of function. Is not available. Is not available? Yes or no? True or false? Is not available. If the data is not available, it returns true. Otherwise, it will return false. So here I'm using ISNA. ISNA and the same VLOOKUP. Search key is this range, again this, comma, index I want 3 and false and closed. Now press enter. Now see the result. True or false? Because this data, I mean Arun, is not available in this range. Then how to print the appropriate message here in place of true? So what I do here, I'm using if condition here. If else, which is a very common function. So I'm using here if ISNA, comma, person not available, comma, again we look up A9, comma, the range, comma, column 3 and false and close.
Add one more bracket, sir.
Yeah. No.
The bracket
Eh,
ISNA function is not
Okay,
closed.
okay, okay. Yes, yes. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here, this is the function ISNA. We look up. If the person is available, it gives the result. It prints the grade. If the person is not available, it will say person is not available. If I copy this formula to the next row, I mean 13th row, like this, it gives a correct. Is there any question?
So there are two questions in the chat box.
Hmm.
Like one is how can I use VLOOKUP to search first name from the list of data with full name? That's one example, one case study. How can I search first name from the list of data with full name? That's question one. And another is what is the difference of only ISNA and with if?
Okay, if I use if, so there's a solution either this side or this side. But ISNA is not only the function which I use here. I can use ISNA everywhere along with a supplement command like match. So ISNA along with the match gives another wonderful output, ISNA. And the first question which the person asked, sir, again repeat the question.
Yeah, the question is that how to find the first name from the data set of full name. Suppose if there is a sheet which contains full name of the students, and I want to find like where is Vishal? How to find out how to find make use of VLOOKUP to find out first name out of the entire data sheet.
I didn't get. If I have two columns like Ram and Kumar, okay, so there's a list of two columns there in the Google Sheet and having uh, the names, suppose 10 names. So in this context, so if I have two columns, what should or what do you want, sir?
Yeah. So the query is like, suppose there is a database of students, like it contains the basic details of students, like first name, second name, last name, city, address, class, XYZ. And from there, I want to find out the first name of the student, right? If this student is there in this list or not. How to make use of this
If error, I can use if suppose the name is there, you can use the column name directly, or if as far as I am concerned, because I'm not able to understand your query, because if you give the sheet, then I'll find out exactly what do you want. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm thinking in terms, there are two columns having the names, column A and column B. So out of these columns,
I
uh,
will make it easy, sir. Like
mhm.
so, we may not be actually requiring. See, when we wish to find out only the name of the person from the list of database, okay, then we may not be actually requiring make use of the VLOOKUP function or any of these conditions. We may directly use data filters, and probably that also is one of the portions that we are going to
Yes,
cover in
filter.
this session.
Filter we can
Yeah,
also use. I'm going to show you about the filter also.
yeah.
So if there is a sheet, suppose I'm going to show you the sheet also.
So we look up basically the full form is vertical lookup. So in the case of
Correct.
VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP is a function being used if you want to find out a particular value in the entire data sheet. Okay, then
Entire
VLOOKUP
range, whichever
range,
you
yeah.
select.
Huh. So for that VLOOKUP is, and basically VLOOKUP function is used across the sheets. Like suppose, like in sheet one, you have got suppose say you asked students to fill up the form with
Hmm.
all the data. Okay, so there you have a response sheet over there. Now in the adjacent sheet, you may be just wanting only the names of the students. And in next sheet, you may just only want to have the name of the students along with the class. Even in the next sheet, you want to have the name of students along with the residents. So in way the VLOOKUP function will work across the entire worksheet. It will work across the Google Sheet. So
Right, sir.
here sir has shown the example that it is, so sir has taken examples, easier examples where we can easily understand that data sheet is upstairs. Okay, the range is in where we can see, and in the function also we can see. So we can very easily match that how this function works in a particular range in one screen area. Otherwise, this will spread across the entire worksheet. Okay, so this has
Correct, sir.
actually got a broader user. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
We may proceed with the session.
Okay, so this was about the VLOOKUP, ISNA, and if error. Now I'm going to take you to another sheet where I'll show you how to use filter function.
So just finding a single value from a list of names, filter is rather will be easier to use. Suppose, say for example, if
Because if you want to pick out the single value, I must say I should use the query function
Hmm,
using select and the particular column. So it gives the entire information whichever you want. But filters the range. You know, either you want, if you want single column, it will give you single column. If you want, suppose A to B, it covers both the columns. If you want three columns, it will cover all the three columns if you use filter. If you want to separate column, if you want to have separate columns, you will have to apply three filter statements, like filter for column 1, filter for column 2, for column 3 separately. And if you say, okay, I want to use filter only once, then you can use filter for all three columns, no issue. But if you want column by column, then you can apply filter on each column.
yeah. So that would be easy to understand with the example data sets. So I mean, let's continue the session. Up, continue, KJ. Wherever it will be there, we cover up its point.
Right, sir.
So Excel, I mean, sorry, Google Sheets basically we're all in desktop version is an Excel, right? So Google Sheets basically is a versatile file, a versatile sheet that gives you, more of database oriented appeal, or database oriented utility. The only thing is that if you're using database, you will not be able to see the data set, but in case here it's an open data set. So, and all the functions, all kind of programming functions, all kind of even scripting functions or display functions, everything, you can have a layering of sheets. So if there is one file referring to data from another Google sheet, okay, and that Google sheet contains data of 5,000 candidates, but you want to have only an external view, you can always have a view of only 500 data set from the set of 5,000, and you can again show it as a different file. So it is more of displaying of data. It's more because of database oriented utility. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So here, this is a sheet where I have the list of the students of 11th and 12th. Now, the question is how to filter out the students of class 12th or students of class 11th only. And that is why I have taken a sheet called class 12. And over here, I have given the header. And this header I have copied from here because nothing is technical. And over here, I'll use the filter. Now it is asking for the range. So my range is, I'm sorry.
A2 onwards. Yeah.
So this is my range. And next is the condition. What I want? I want the
12th
A2
standard.
to A is equal to 12.
A2 to 11. A11.
A2, A11. So it is, I think this is perfect. A2 11 is equal to 12. So this is range. So when you apply this and press enter, again the reference,
Because we have to mention the sheet
exactly, the sheet is
marks.
marks.
Marks, exactly. So it's already there. Marks A2 to A11. It's already mentioned here.
Let me check once again. Is equal to filter, asking for the range. I've taken the range. Suppose this is the range. And if I apply this, so it should give the complete.
So it misses the parameters. So you have to mention the conditions. You have to fulfill the condition. So the range is fine, sir. Let us put up the condition. Now
Condition is
you select $A. Exactly. You select the range of A.
okay,
Right.
like is equal to
12.
12.
Yes.
And now it's okay. Now it's okay.
Yes. Yeah, you got
Now
it.
it's okay.
Perfect.
So with this range, with this filter function, you'll be able to, filter out the data of any section or any class. Now I have filtered out only the students of class 12. And if you see this sheet, over here, there are
3 students.
one more class, which
In
is 11 and 11A and 11th B. What should I do? Can anybody suggest how to apply these two conditions, like a class as well as a section? I want a filter. So over here, this is the range, comma, A2 is equal to 11. Perfect. Comma.
comma. Yes.
Okay.
Second condition.
And then the
Section.
second condition is equal to
In quotes. You're right. Yes.
A and bracket. Error. What happened? The same.
Double quotes, sir. You have to mention double quotes, not single quotes.
Okay, I'll give double quotes, no issue. Correct.
Let us, yes, perfect.
So A. So multiple condition can also be applied using filter. So out of this data, we have used or filter out the data of different classes.
So, sir, I take a moment to answer one query here. So,
Yeah.
here there was one query that how this is going to be useful to a teacher. So now looking to this particular data set, just imagine you are a class teacher and you have got, you are supposed to maintain the results of the entire class for all the subjects. And you have subject teachers who is reporting the marks of the subjects, particular subject to you in different sheets. Now, as a class teacher, you're supposed to gather data from all different sheets into one single sheet and prepare one, just, we call it as green sheet or the brown sheet, right? So we create the one single mark sheet that contains name of the students and the marks of the students as per different subjects in one sheet. But we receive the marks from different teachers, different subject teachers in different sheets. So now we can make use of this query, okay, and we can fetch those data into one single sheet and we can go ahead in preparing the results, which is a very big exercise. You can also generate a report of result report from this as well. So it's again, how logically you are defined, how you have got program logic, computer program logic inside with you, and how you can make use of the sheets. So it's a very detailed example. Yes, sir. Please continue. So this is an example of filter function. You can also directly use the data and filter options. You can directly use it, and then you can have the data sets in a different sheet altogether. That's also possible. So, one output, you have got multiple ways to reach to that value. Yes, sir. What is the next point?
Import range, I'm going to take you to that journey.
Okay.
Just a moment.
Yeah. So I really appreciate the patience of all members here, because this requires a lot of patience to understand and follow each and every step, how this function is being used, how the data set is being selected, and the best way, when you receive an output, that's a very happy part of it. So I really appreciate everybody, attending this particular session so peacefully. Yeah, feel free to put forward your doubts into the chat box.
Okay, now the next function I'm going to take is import range. So what happens in this import range? You can use filter also for this purpose, but in filter, you have the sheet, the spreadsheet. When that is spreadsheet on different sheets, you can apply the filter function. But if you want to apply, if you want to fetch the data from another spreadsheet which is into your drive, Google Drive, then in that case, you will have to use import range,
Hmm.
right? So suppose this is the data, I mean the raw data of result, and I want to copy this data or the part of this sheet to another sheet, and the new sheet, or you can say the new spreadsheet. For that, what I want to do, I'll create a new sheet. Suppose this is sheet, and over here, so this is entirely a new sheet, and I want to fetch the data from that sheet which I showed earlier. That is raw data. This is here, and I want to copy, suppose from this portion, I mean A2 to say Y,
So it
A2
will so
to,
happen that you have to swap the presentation between the tabs, because when you're, exactly.
all right.
Yes.
So suppose I want to copy this data, and this data is A2 to say D11, and this I want to fetch from this sheet to this sheet.
Another sheet, yeah. Now you have to go to, yeah, exactly.
Correct. So over here, I'll apply very important function. This is very, very important and useful too. I'll use import. Rather than using this import function here, import range function here, I should uh, create another sheet, because the feature which is hidden here will not be shown here if I apply import range. So see here.
You can create
Uh,
a different sheet and then import from the same file.
okay.
See, in
Sheet.
Google Sheets, what sir is explaining is making use of the functions. This is really in advanced Google Sheets. Some of them will also be available, easily possible through selection of proper menus and options from the menus. So, copying data from one sheet to other sheet, it's just copy paste is okay, fine. But importing has got a different utility
See,
altogether.
this is untitled spreadsheet, and I want to copy the data or import the data from this tab. I mean raw data of result. From this tab, I want to copy the data in new spreadsheet. So this is untitled. All right. So see here. So this is the column cell. Over here, I'll write import, import range, and it is asking for the spreadsheet URL because this is a new spreadsheet, and I was on the another spreadsheet that is raw data. So over here, you will have to uh, consider the URL. This thing, this is sheet, and you should consider this URL.
URL is basically the website that
Uniform
we are
resource
trying.
locator. You can say the
Yeah,
address of the sheet.
because that portion is not visible on the screen, sir. So we have to just mention it. Yeah.
Okay. What should I do? I'm
No, no,
doing
no,
this thing.
it won't be visible, sir, because the sheet is visible. Doesn't matter. So you just copy paste the URL, it will be understood.
Okay, fine. I wanted to show you once again. I'll copy this and showing this here.
So this is the
So
URL of the sheet. Yeah.
this is the URL of the spreadsheet. So if you look, this is spreadsheet URL. So this is a complete address of this spreadsheet, whichever is open here, and you will have to pick out the ID of this spreadsheet. And the ID of a spreadsheet is this from this place. I mean, 10109 till KI8. If you want to use this entire URL, you can use it. This will also give you the result. But out of this big statement, a big line, I would extract from 109DA till I8. This is basically the idea of this spreadsheet. So I'm going to copy this from this URL, copy, and come to this place. And over here, import range is already written. I have taken import range, and it is asking spreadsheet URL. So I have copied this spreadsheet URL, rather ID of that spreadsheet, double quotes, and I'll put that ID here. All right. And from that ID, I want to fetch the data range string. So range string is like if I say I'll take A1 to say D11, A1 to D11, and close the parenthesis. See, it gives the error, reference error. So nothing to worry about. It shows this message. You need to connect these spreadsheets. The first time the destination spreadsheet pulls data from the news source spreadsheet, permission is needed to be granted. So if you say allow access, that data is fetched from that spreadsheet.
Uh,
So,
uh,
but the one condition I would like to emphasize that this spreadsheet should be there in the same drive, not in another drive.
yeah. So here's my query, sir. Like if you are preparing a sheet, and if I'm supposed to prepare this in from my ID, okay, so the drives are different. So once you share the sheet with edit rights, okay, so can I not do the same thing with import function?
Why not?
Yeah, it should be, because once you share it with edit rights, actually it
Correct.
comes in the shared portion of
Yes.
my drive. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I want to emphasize on the point that there is the different spreadsheet in your drive, and you want to fetch the data from that different spreadsheet to the current spreadsheet. You cannot apply filter function there. So filter from that spreadsheet to the
Yes.
current spreadsheet.
First, you have to fetch the data. Yes, that is true.
Correct. So this is how we can apply import range. Now
So
next is using
there
import
is
range.
one,
I would.
yeah, there is one query. So, is collaboration with others possible on your drive? So, Deepak sir, if this is a particular query that if it's possible with the drive of Keke sir, but
Mhm.
so if Keke sir allows, then it's possible. Otherwise, if it's a,
Definitely.
yeah, if it's a
If I don't
question,
allow, then how can you do it? Do this?
yeah. So if it's a question like if there are two people, then if there is a collaboration possible, yes, it is very much possible. Google Sheets. So Google
Then
Sheets and Google Tools are basically famous for popular for this collaboration only. You can easily collaborate with different users, different sheets, different drives.
some sir, some statement I just saw about. I would see here uh, the statement import range will keep the data dynamic. Means
No, no.
there was a
So if
question.
some changes are made in this original spreadsheet, will the new data sheet also
Yes,
change?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is
Correct.
the
You are
beauty
right,
of
sir.
this. Yeah, that is the beauty of import function. Otherwise,
And
copy will create another data set.
one more statement here. If some changes are made in the original spreadsheet, will this new? Yes, definitely, automatically. So I'll show you here. And if
और
I
अरविंद को 11th में डाल दीजिए.
I say,
Change the classroom of Arvind and let us see if it reflects over here. So what you're doing, if you're doing in the original data sheet, we are not able to
see,
see it.
see here, the change has taken place here.
Sorry, we didn't find the change because only the
Why,
only the
why, why?
address was.
Okay, all right. I'm showing you. So over here, this is a sheet.
Yes.
Arvind was there.
Hmm.
In place of Arvind, I changed the name
Krishna.
Krishna. So Arvind to Krishna, and this is reflected in the target sheet, spreadsheet. So Krishna is here.
You
Previously,
have
it
to,
was
you have to show Krishna.
Arvind.
Yes. 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 Right.
Previously, it was Arvind. Now it is Krishna.
Perfect.
All right. Now
Very
I'm
well done.
taking you to the next feature. I'm going to take you to the query because time is moving fast.
Yes.
First, I'll show you this sheet here. If you look at this sheet, it's a big sheet.
Yes.
Or what I was looking at, data validation. So if you look at this gender,
Male, female.
male, female, what I want to do here, I want to use the data validation and create a menu of gender. Then it will show you how many females are there in this sheet and how many males are there in this sheet. All right, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I am taking this to this place. Gender. Is it visible, sir?
Yes.
This sheet is visible. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Gender. And from this gender, I'm going to create a data validation. I will try to magnify this.
If you see this, there's this. If everybody is watching, observing this sheet, you can see that there is a column called mark sheet, and this column of mark sheet contains a link. So apparently, we can understand from this that KK sir has actually prepared mark sheets of students only based using Google Sheets. So
Yeah.
he's really working on an advanced level with his school database.
So see here, I'm taking gender. I can take uh, another field also. If I want to take houses, I want to take subject combinations. So if I create the menu using subject combinations, I'll take subject combinations, not gender. Subject, yeah, stream. Okay. So my stream, so menu is, I'll go to data, we'll go to data validation, add the rule. And over here, from the criteria, I'll take drop down from the range. Drop down from a range. So I'm taking the range from, say, C
C2.
C2.
So, hmm, just scroll down. Yes. Hmm.
So over here, only gender will come.
Yeah.
No issue. I'll take gender. Done. That's my, I committed a small mistake here. Mistaken name.
Because sir, here it's to be applied, I think, for the entire
Correct.
column, and from there you have to select it.
String. I'll take from here. Data validation from this place to, I think. I think it is done.
So data validation is actually, what is the purpose of data validation?
Actually, to data validation, because I'll take another example because the sheet is quite lengthy. So I'll take another example. The validation means if you want to say enter the data, you cannot make sure the data entered by you is validated. So Google Sheet has given the option where you don't have to think about the validation. It
Uh,
itself, Google Sheet itself validates the data.
Yeah. So if I put it up in a simple words, like what sir is trying to explain is like when you talk about gender, right? So when you're asked to enter data, like the name of the students along with the gender, okay, then someone may write male, someone may write female, someone may write boy, someone may write girl, okay. But we want that the sheet should always only contain out of the two, male or female, right? Or boy or girl, any of it. So using data validation, you have to just put up a list that it has to show either of the two values. Okay, so you have to apply the validation rule there, that in this column, either male or female, any of the two only the entry has will be validated. No other entries like boy or girl, or M or F, nothing like that. The complete word male, the complete word female only will be applicable. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
At sometimes, like we want to fetch email IDs, but now email IDs must contain, if anyone also writes out like XYZ, 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 then also it will accept it. But in a validation data, using data validation, you can very well mention the format in which you want to collect the data. So understand the data is entered in that particular format, it won't accept. So that is the beauty of data validation.
So I'm doing something wrong. This is here. This is D, and this is 65. If I am not wrong.
They D, gender is G. Gender is
That
G
is
bar.
G.
Yes, very well, Scott. You rightly mentioned the chat.
Gender is your G. All right.
G2 to G65.
Yes, sir.
So what sir is showing that, so when you are entering data in a blank sheet and you want to mention, there is another data validation function you can directly use. What sir is trying to show that you have to use this data only from this particular set. Okay. Many times we fill up a form, okay, and it shows like if you have to enter the city, you have to enter the
True.
region, and you are allowed to select from the region. So where does this selection of data comes from? It comes from this validated set. Okay, so you have to define the value of validated set. That is the range. So wherever you are entering this data, that set, that value has to come from this range of the data. That's what sir is trying to explain.
So rather than using the range, I directly write male or female.
हाँ,
What
so
harm?
it's a, yeah, exactly. आपका जो purpose है सर वो उसी में solve हो जाएगा. What
हाँ
you are
जी.
showing is different thing, and what you want is a different thing.
Male and
Female, yes.
female. Male or female.
Hmm.
Why option one? Male and female.
Uh, Deepak sir, primary key is something different. We'll have to explore. That's where access comes into thing. This is an open database. This is an open data set. Where Google Sheet, whereas Excel or Google Sheet is an open data set. But defining a primary key, I'm not sure as of now. I don't know whether the function of primary key is there or not. So probably we'll explore it and then we'll be able to say something about it. So what exactly
Uh,
want?
I'm going to show you the query function here.
Okay,
Query.
okay.
Query requires the data. So my data is from A2, I mean C2.
C2 to H65.
Say, yeah, at 65.
If you still want, it's further. Okay, so from there you find the query male or female.
Data and query. It should be in double quotes.
No, sir. The query has to
Data.
be data has to be see, data is regular. Query has to be double quotes.
Okay. To data is C2 to
H65,
65,
comma,
comma, and
female,
select.
female.
Sorry,
Okay, select whatever. Yeah.
select. And over here, if you look at what is the column number, so this is column number one in this sheet. Column one is two, three, and four. This is three. So I want column three. There is a question from your side also. Why? Because uh, why don't you use the C, D, E, F, G, and so on? So the answer is we cannot take C, D, E, F, G. Why? Because the sheet name is form response one, and there are special characters between the words form, then a space, then response, then a space. It should have been in the double quotes, and that is why in such cases we opt column one, column two, just reference of the columns like A, B, C, D. In place of A, B, C, D, I am using call 3. Call 3 is basically from left to right. So column number 1, column number 2, column number 3. So I want this. Select call where 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. Where call 5 is equal to, what should I say? Double my data is here. Mail. So this gives the error. Why? Because call is equal to the cell number is this is the cell number
Sixty-eight.
E68. Okay. So over here, I would have to give E68. All right. But there is a problem. What is the problem? The problem is E68. It will not take E68. If I say press enter, it will show error. So in place of E68, I'll have to give something else. I'll have to enclose this E68 within the ampersand.
Yeah, there's one more quote. Okay.
This kind of thing. So see here. So if I click on male, so the male list will appear here. And if I click on female, the female list will appear here. Hope this query is clear to you. Any other thing I want to tell you that if there is a date, if there is a date, then there should be something you will have to change a bit because you will have to give the format. Since in this table the date is not there, I think in this table the date field is not there. Otherwise, date, I'll have to see date. Date is not there. So what happens in that case? You will have to write date, then a space, text, then in bracket, the same address, then comma, the format of the date, y dash dash gd. If I see if is there any table having the date. Sir, I'll leave to you or the audience. I'll
Yeah, so
just write
probably
the
let us,
command.
yeah, I
I'll
would
write the
suggest
command
that,
only.
yeah, you write the command and probably let's figure out that if we could cover up those
Call,
sessions.
yeah. Call number is equal to date.
So we are not able to see a query. Huh?
Okay, I'm call date text, then again ampersand, and the address says C34 and ampersand, and this comma y dash dash gt. I'll have to apply this because date has to be converted into text. Then I will have to apply the format. Then it will take the date whichever in the menu or drop down list. So whichever date you select, it gives the data of that particular date. Vishal sir,
Yes, sir.
query, select the column where column 3 is equal to date and this format.
How will this function, sir?
Sorry?
How will this function? Because here, date, with the column doesn't contain date, it contains only the name.
I want you to tell that column 3 is the date column. If there is sheet where column 3 has the date column or the dates, then that column uh, will check the date in this format because
Right.
like gender, it checks the particular cell uh, on the basis of the gender, and the cell address is enclosed within the double quotes and ampersand. But if this would have been the date, then they should be like this: date, text, and the format.
I got it, sir. Got it.
Correct.
Eh,
So since in this sheet I don't have any date column, otherwise I would have shown this also.
So
But the
if
next command which I'm going to take is project submission, where I'll use ISNA match and filter.
so it's already 6 if at all.
But sir, but 5 minutes more.
No problem, sir.
5 minutes more. Okay. So see here, this is the sheet, the form, and through this form, I have taken data like this admission number and name and date and the fees amount. And my proper list is this. These are my students. So out of these students, these are the students who submitted the fees. And I want to find out who are the defaulters. For to find out the defaulters, I'll apply ISNA over here. See here. Filter name means main list, the list of these students, complete list. And here I received the information from the students. And if I apply name A to B, this is a main sheet, ISNA and match means if the students of this this sheet, name sheet, and the students of form response. If not matched, then the rest of the students who are not there in this sheet will be printed or collected on this sheet, defaulters, because main sheet is this. So if I suppose if I give this number of 158,111, which is already in defaulter sheet, if I give it here like 15811, sorry, 15811, all right. So when you go to defaulter, you'll not get this, because on response sheet, this student has also deposited the fees, and so its name here, admission number is here. So this admission number is removed from the defaulter, and the function is this.
And match. What is the purpose of match, sir?
Match, basically exact match. This is
Okay.
your sheet which is having all names of all the students, and this is sheet having all those students who submitted the fees. So you can say when match is applied, exact match, if not there, those students will be filtered out and moved to defaulter sheet. Exact match.
Yeah. Okay.
So see here, zero. Zero means exact match.
Okay.
If the sheets mismatched, if the sheets are mismatched, name and form response, तो इसका मतलब है these two sheets are imbalanced, and if these sheets are balanced, it means there is no defaulter. Zero means equal, means
Yes.
this sheet is equal to this sheet, then there will be no defaulter. If there is a difference, it should filter out and will go to the defaulter sheet.
Got it. So, is
So
there
this is
any?
how we can apply these functions. There's many things to be discussed, but short of time, we cannot discuss all those here. So over to you, sir.
Yeah. So, thank you, KK sir. So, I think in today's session, what we covered basically was VLOOKUP function, if conditions, ISNA as a function, filter as a function, query of how to mention the query, and then lastly, how to go for exact match. So, using ISNA and match, how to go for exact match. So, a sort of mix and match of functions that we have studied today. Probably this is actually in advanced Google Sheets. So this is going to be useful to a teacher or to an admin person who is actually having access to the database of the system or database of the in their organization, and from there the person needs to find out relevant data value or data sets. So there is more to this. I mean, this is not the end of it. This is a very exhaustive list of functions, and we can keep on going. So expressing and learning and teaching all these things. So it all depends upon what utility you have. Probably. So what I've done is I've just shared a feedback form link with you.
And
Through this,
what tasks you are going to
yeah.
fulfill?
So
Yeah.
I've just shared a feedback form link with you. So in the feedback form, you also mentioned like if you have particular query that how to do this in Excel or how to do this in Google Sheets, how to make this possible, you can just simply express in your statements. We'll evaluate this and probably we'll come up with another such session where we could be covering all the queries of advanced Google Sheets. So our approach here is to share some information and share some theory or demonstrations where we can make use of Google Sheets with utility of a database. So again, this is an advanced Google Sheets, and using functions like typing down the functions is not the only way. You can. There are also menus. There are also a menu system. There are also menu particulars. You can select data validations from the menu. You can select filter from the menu. You can select if conditions from the menu. So there are a lot of those things. There are multiple ways of doing the same thing. So it all depends upon how your utility is there. Okay, so Scott has something. How might World University and school find students from these Google Sheets and the Army Public School Agra and Rosary School and GG India for free degrees online from home in India? Thank you. Yes, Scott, we will definitely take it up and we'll share it across. You can please feel free to share those free online courses so that we can share it across with our GGs and our school, basically. Yeah, so nice of you. So yeah, so yes, yes, Scott, please tell me.
Let's explore building out free world university and school for free degrees in India, first in Hindi and English, and then in all 22 scheduled languages, building on MIT OpenCourseWare. It'll be to move from the great students you mentioned in your Google Sheets presentation, Krishna, to
Thank
a
you.
whole new educational system with Google Sheets will be interesting.
Thank you,
Fine.
sir.
Definitely, Scott. You just what kind of courses are there? We'll definitely wish to avail those courses for our students. Yeah, do share the list of courses. Great, great. So we come to the conclusion of today's session. So I've already shared a feedback form link. Yeah, yeah. I'll also take up this. I'll copy this link, Scott, and I'll also share it across with the follow-up email.
Great.
Thanks,
I'll
my friend.
I'll also follow up with the email. Thank you,
Yes,
Krishna. So
exactly.
thank
Yeah,
you, Vishal.
yeah.
Welcome, sir.
So, um, so thanks for joining this session. You will be receiving a follow-up email with the recording of this particular video as well as link of the feedback form. And I will see that if you can get the data set of example data sets from Sir, I'll share it across with you or all the attendees in the follow-up email. Yeah. So thanks for joining for today's session, and we'll again stay connected with GG. We'll be coming up with another such informative and this kind of sessions very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chris and Dr. Fisal.
Thank you, Guzman. So